Hello, Gemini. So welcome to your weekly reading. So these are not date specific, so whenever you run across them, hope that something in them resonates. If not, you can check out your rising, your moon, or your Venus sign. So let's see what we've got in store for Gemini this week. We'll be pulling 2 cards for what's going on with you right now, 2 cards for challenges you might be facing, 2 cards for things you need to consider, and the last 2 cards will be your best course of action. So what do we have for our Gemini this week? What energies are coming for Gemini? Energies for Gemini. All right. So, for what is going on with you right now, we've got the 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Challenges you might be facing this week are Queen of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Things you might want to consider: Hermit and Knight of Wands. And your best course of action: 8 of Cups and 6 of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got Temperance. All right. So what's going on with you this week? What's ahead? Looks like the 7 of Cups. This is all about choices. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So it looks like this week you'll have many options being presented to you. So they could come from different places. They could be through phone messages, emails, people talking. You run across something you see in a bus or in a newspaper or in a blog. But it looks like a lot of different opportunities are coming your way this week. So a lot of them look really good. And of course, sometimes we wish that we could do all of these things or a majority of them. But there might be some overlap, and we've got some restrictions on time. So you might want to really pay attention to all those incoming messages and take a look at all of those options. But this might be a week where you've got a lot of things coming right towards you. So keep your eyes open for that. All right, something that's going on with you is the King of Cups. So that, again, is more water energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this is somebody that is a healer kind of person. They might have been through quite a bit, and they're pretty strong, and they've really been through a lot emotionally, a great depth. So this is somebody that might step forward toward you this week to offer you some kind of support, or you're going to be put in the position where you need to be of healing, nurturing support to someone else. So this King of Cups, Gemini, might be you. So you might be the person that someone reaches out toward when something unexpected happens and they need a kind ear, a soft place to land for someone to listen and help them through. So if you're in a tough spot, you might have some of this beautiful water energy coming towards you. And this person is a nurturer and a healer and is really going to be able to help. Or somebody will be coming to you asking you for your compassion and your assistance. So be aware of that. All right. Challenge for you this week: Queen of Wands. So that is a fire energy. So that would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And this is a person. This person is very charismatic, very powerful, not really afraid to say what she thinks and feels. But she does have a heart, and she does tune into her intuition for guidance. So she's got her cat right here. So this is somebody that can offer you some kind of guidance. Often these people have sort of a magical way about them. They attract attention wherever they go. You probably have a good idea who this person is already. Or maybe this is asking you, if the Queen of Wands, is that you are able to tap into your energy and step forward into your power. So this I read mostly as a Leo or an Aries energy. I'm not sure why those are sort of the focus, but I feel like those are more so than the Sagittarian. But she is not afraid to hold back, and sometimes she's a little bit shocking, can be kind of tough, but she follows her intuition, follows her gut, and it rarely leads her in the wrong way. So you might need to draw on that resource in yourself, or you're going to deal with somebody who's got that kind of energy around you. So stand your ground. Sometimes you can actually get some really good advice or information from these people, even if they're kind of, this person might be tricky or challenging to deal with. There might be some wisdom there. Somebody you might have been resisting, or someone who's kind of abrasive, but look for the gems that are hidden inside that exterior that can be quite tough. And you might find something special there that can help you. All right. And the other challenge this week is the Seven of Wands. That's more fire energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo. But this, I feel, is asking you to stay really, really strong and resilient in the face of challenges and adversity. So I saw something the other day. It said, be like the bamboo, firmly rooted in the ground, but allow that flexibility to sway. So you're going to flourish, and good things are coming your way, but you got to be firm and stand your ground, but be willing to be firm yet flexible at the same time. So moving with the energy, going with what's flowing on around you, and so firm yet flexible. All right. Things to consider this week. We've got the Virgo energy in the form of the Hermit. So something you might consider is either embracing that Virgo part of yourself and retreat off to your place where you go, someplace in nature, a quiet place, someplace where you get away from other people's energy. So people's energy forces radiate, I've heard, around 10 or 12 feet around us, so you get a lot of people together. There's quite a mix, and people are at all different vibrational levels. Sometimes you go from feeling great to feeling awful in a very short time, and you're not sure what the heck happened. So in order to get to that introspective place to really kind of mull things over and allow your higher self to speak to you clearly, it's good to get away from everybody and all of their energy to a place of solitude, or a place where your energies can rebalance. All right, another thing to consider here, we have the Knight of Wands. Got a fire energy, Sag, Leo, or Aries. So the Knight is all about messages. This person is a messenger, or you will be getting messages coming at you from all directions. And I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. You're getting options. So all of those options might be coming toward you in the form of messages. And you need to consider the source of those messages. Check in with your gut, see how they feel. Sometimes if it's too good, you know what you need to do with that. Sometimes you need to just jot things over. Jot it down and mull it over. Think about it. Consider it. Is this something you really want? Is this something you really need? Another thing too is if you ask questions, universe loves to play with us. So I like to get information by just asking straight out. And you can ask in a way that will get you a response that will give you something that could be very useful to you in a more of a positive way. Like, what do I need to know right now to move forward on this project, or in this relationship, or in this situation? How can I feel better? What do I need to know to make this better? I'm curious how this will unfold. Please, what signs will I see that will guide me down the right path or in the right direction? So, messages. And the best course of action, we've got 2 cards here. We have water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, the 8 of Cups. So this indicates at some point you're going to need to get up and consider walking away from something. Maybe some of these messages that are coming in or these choices that are being offered are things that are not really in your best interest. And humans are wired to help each other out, and when you put the call out, you will probably get inundated with all kinds of ideas for ways to make your situation better, improve your relationship or your work or whatever it is that's at your focus. But you need to look at the source of that information, check in closely how that person is feeling. Sometimes people are so wrapped up in their own stuff that they can't really feel what you're feeling or tap into what might be best for you. So you've got to take that on board, see how you feel about it. And some of these things you need to walk away from. This could also indicate walking away from a person that really hasn't been very supportive of you. Maybe they want you to stay. You've been changing and growing in your spiritual practice. You're coming across information. You're spending more time by yourself. You're getting to that place where you're feeling incrementally better about your life and the way it's going. And sometimes when other people see that, they're envious, or they're worse, they're jealous, and it hurts. And even if this is a loved one or somebody that's very dear to you, because people really inherently want to feel better. They just do. And sometimes when you see that somebody else has something going better, it hurts because we're not there yet, and we're not sure how to get there. And when you try to bridge that gap between feeling really awful and you see somebody with good news, it's probably the last thing that some people want to hear. So, letting go. I love this. Miguel Ruiz's book, 4 Agreements. Not to take anything personally. So when information comes that's like going to pull you back or discourage you or stop you or pop your bubble or throw a wet blanket on your enthusiasm, your excitement, because that's a heartfelt thing. You know you're going in the right direction, and other people can come at you with excuses and reasons why it's never going to work. So let go. I love to do that. It's tough in the moment, but if you can be aware of what that is, that's their stuff and not your stuff. And don't take anything personally that comes from another person, especially if it's really negative. So, again, it's coming from a place of hurt and not from a place of your well-being. So we tend to react. Maybe it's a trigger for something that happened a long time ago, and we're offended because they're telling us what to do. And we don't really want them to give us advice, and it's probably not good anyway. Listen to it, take note of it, and then walk away from it for a while and say, I just need to think that over. Thank you for sharing with me. And then get off to your hermit place, think about your messages, and see if that really resonates with you or if it doesn't mean anything. And it's absolutely okay to let it go, and you never have to give a reason why to anyone, not ever, because you need to answer to yourself first. And the other best course of action is the 6 of Cups, more water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is looking at that whole idea of connecting with an earlier time, maybe when things were going a little smoother. You might be reminiscing a little bit. It's good sometimes, in order to raise your vibration, is to go back to something happy and kind of relive that for a short bit. I know it sort of pulls you out of the present. It's always good to stay present, but if you need that little lift to bring you back to feeling a little bit better, if you tap into that happy memory, it actually creates the body chemistry, which will help to alter your mood. So it increases your serotonin, your dopamine, your endorphins, and your chemistry changes with your thoughts. You start to feel better, and then you can find things to be grateful for and realize that those things from the past, you can recreate that same kind of a good feeling with a similar situation or with something else. And this can also mean that you're reconnecting again with somebody that's very special to you. And it seems to me like this might be somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. And often, I know we shouldn't be surprised, but we often are. I know I still get that way. And we forget about that connection that we have with every other person, you know, all the invisible threads that tie us to one another. And you can actually feel somebody else's emotions even if they're physically very, very distant. So somebody might be connecting with you in a warm and loving way, and somebody might pop out of the blue, someone that you're thinking about, and you get some kind of a message from them. So be aware of that. In your bottom of the deck this week, for a big helper energy is the Temperance card, and that is like, for me, that's angelic and divine assistance. Remember to reach out to your guardian angels and spirit guides that are all around you. And I saw a quote by Wayne Dyer the other day when I needed to read something special. And in all the years I've read his work, I've never seen this bit, but it said, if you knew, something on the order of, if you knew who was beside you in your chosen path, you would never feel fear or doubt again. And that at the time gave me a lot of comfort. So this is all about not being afraid to tap into your emotions and really feel them. And you're creating a balance within yourself, a harmony, bringing yourself back into a good vibration. And remember, there's guidance always there. So a quick recap of all of these and what's going on with you right now. A lot of choices coming in this week in many different ways, shape, or form. So be aware of that. Take them all in, take note of them, and then retreat to get some time to distance to see what they're about. The other thing is, you might be in a place to offer some comfort or healing to someone, or if you're in need of that, somebody will be seeking you out to offer you the support and love that you need. Challenges, the Queen of Wands might be a really tough fireball energy kind of a person. Not afraid, super bold, could be abrasive, not in a negative way, but just kind of laying it out there for you. And especially if there are ideas that are coming towards you and you're very resistant, that's part of you that wants to keep you safe, and keeping you safe is keeping you in the known and away from the unknown and things that have not been experienced yet. So there could be a lot of subconscious fear or unconscious fear associated with that. So listen to what this person has to tell you, and you can also tap into your own your own intuition to help move you in the right direction. Another challenge is here is remain firmly rooted, firmly grounded, but be flexible and soft as well, like the bamboo, and just sway in the wind and keep those leaves, those little tentacles out there to pick up on energies that are around you, but stay firm and you're going to be okay. Things to consider: the Hermit, the Virgo card. Go off by yourself, get away from other people's energies, put a protective bubble around yourself if you need to do that, or sage your space to clear negative energies that might have followed you home or floating around. So go inside and the answers are there. You can also ask questions and see how those responses come back to you. Another option here for things to consider: the Knight of Wands, fire energy, intuitive messages, lots, and coming in pretty forcefully. So this kind of goes along with that Queen of Wands. It looks like a lot of information is coming towards you. So this could be from your own intuition or an external source. Lots and lots of it. Take note of all of it, and even if most of it is not very useful. There might be a little gem in there somewhere that can help you. Best course of action, the water energy. Really feel into it deeply. I got the moon here, things that are hidden. So, and sun. So throw some light on that. Really think about it, feel it, and then walk away from options that are not really good for you. So remember, you got tons of options over here, and this says all those options aren't that great. Walk away and you'll be in good shape. Six of Cups, reconnecting with somebody on a feeling level. Somebody's picking up on your energy. You're picking up on theirs. Remember, if somebody pops into your head, they might be just about to reach you, or maybe it's putting out a call for you to get in touch with them. Get yourself to a better feeling place by thinking of a time when you felt really wonderful, and that will help to change your body chemistry, which will help you feel better. And the final one, again, is Temperance, is call on your guides and your angels for support and for signs to lead you in the right direction. Really feel and creating a balance and harmony within yourself. So, looks like a wonderful week for all the Geminis. So, have a wonderful week and take care.